Hi friends, I hope you're doing good today. Today I'm going to be reading this book titled Dear Primo, A Letter to My Cousin. This is a summary on the left-hand side. From Duncan to Naidu comes the story of two cousins, one in America and one in Mexico, and how their daily lives are different yet similar. So during this book, you'll see first a couple of things. You'll see that they're writing back and forth. One cousin is in Mexico and the other cousin is in the United States, and they're going to write letters. So you'll see the setting change. The setting is the location of the book. Okay, so the two locations of this book, the settings, are Mexico and the United States. Okay. So you'll see that, and you'll also see that some words are going to be said in Spanish. And I love when books are bilingual. And let's go ahead and get started. The author, Duncan, when he was 16, he lived in San Miguel, Mexico, but then he moved to the United States to go to a different school. And so he wrote this book based off of that experience. And that's why this is what it reads on in his dedication. It says, to everyone trying to make a new home away from their home, and special thanks to Julia Gordon for opening the store. So just like Duncan, I've moved away from my home. When I was a little kid, I moved from one town to another town. And so you get to understand a little bit from where Duncan is coming from. Okay. So I hope that you find connections to this book just like I did. Go ahead and get started. It says, score. I just got a letter from my primo, my cousin Carlitos. I live in America, but he lives in Mexico, where my family is from. Maybe someday we'll meet. Dear Primo Charlie, how are you? Do you wonder, like me, what life is like far away? I live on a farm surrounded by mountains and trees. My family grows many things such as maize. This is a maize. We have burros, pollos, and a gallo. Every morning the gallo crows and crows. If you've ever been to Mexico or to another country where they have lots of farm animals, you'll wake up to the sounds of roosters in the morning, and it's pretty different the first couple of days, and then it gets kind of like, oh my god, it's an automatic alarm clock. All right. Dear Primo Carlitos, I live in a city. From my window, I can see a bridge and cars zooming by. I can see skyscrapers too. Skyscrapers are buildings so tall they tickle the clouds. At night, all the lights from the city look like the stars from the sky. So I wonder why Duncan, the author, wrote that the skyscrapers are buildings so tall they tickle the clouds. What does that mean that the skyscrapers tickle the clouds? Think about that. Every morning I ride my bicicleta to school. I ride it past the perros and past a nopal. So a nopal is a type of plant that grows in like bushy areas or desert areas, and people in Mexico cook these, and also people now in the United States cook these, and they're very yummy actually. I ride the subway to school. The subway is like a long metal snake and it travels through the tunnels underground. So here you see the two settings, the setting of Mexico and the setting of the United States. At recess time, I play football. My friend passes me the ball. I kick it with my foot, and if I score, I yell, goal! I play basketball. My friend dribbles a ball, and it passes it to me. I jump and shoot. The ball goes swish, nothing but net. When I come home from school, I help my mom cook. My favorite meal is quesadillas. I make them with cheese and and tortillas. In America, we have lots of different foods. My favorite is pizza. I like getting a slice on my way home from school. After I finish my homework, my mom lets me go outside and play. In Mexico, we have many games like trompos and canicas. My favorite game is papalotes. My friend and I run, and with a little wind, we fly the papalote high up. So when I was a kid, I used to have a papalote, and it was so much fun. I would run out of breath trying to run as fast as I could so I can get it higher and higher in the air. I wonder if you guys have any papalote at home. When I finish my homework, I play games with my friends from the building. We play by the stoop. So the boy in the United States, he probably lives in an apartment building, right? And in each other's apartments too. I like going over to my friend's home to play video games. Oh, I know tons of you guys that love to play video games and hopscotch and with the jump rope. This is a rio. In the afternoon, it often gets hot. To cool off, I jump in a small rio that is nearby. In the summer, the city gets hot too. I like getting splashed by the fire hydrant when the firefighters open it up and close off the block. On the weekend, I go with my parents to the mercado, an open air market in the town nearby. We sell maíz and tunas, a prickly fruit we grow. Oh, these tunas are so yummy. You can find them in Mexican stores. On the weekend, I go with my mom to the supermarket. She brings a list: milk, toothpaste, soap. I check it off the items as we put them in our cart. In the town, from time to time, they have fiestas, the last 2 or 3 days. At night, there are cohetes that light up the sky and mariachis that play and play. In my city, sometimes we have parades. People in costumes and uniforms march down the street and everyone gathers around to watch. There are charros in Mexico, and I wish you could see. They do tricks with their caballos and reatas. On the street here, you can see breakdancers who do flips and spins on their heads. In Mexico, we have so many traditions, such as the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. My favorite tradition is attending the December parties called posadas. At the end of each posada, there is a piñata filled with fruit. When someone breaks it, we all get to jump in. Piñatas are always so much fun, right? In America, we have traditions too, such as Thanksgiving when we eat turkey, and Halloween when we dress up and go trick or treating. But I have to stop writing now. My mom just told me I have to brush my teeth and go to bed. I love all of the holidays in this book. I have an idea. My primo should come visit me. My primo should come visit me. They had the same idea at the same time, huh? The end. I hope that you guys enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed it on so many levels because I am Mexican. My parents were born in Mexico, but I was born here in the United States, so I'm Mexican American, and just like many of you guys. But also, you guys are learning Spanish in school, so you guys were able to relate and connect to all the holidays that we've learned about in school. And so, a connection that I've had is that when I was a kid, I used to write letters to my family back in Mexico, and that's how I was able to become a good writer. And so, I hope once again that you enjoyed this book, and if you would like to read it on your own, it's on Epic. And have a good day, everybody. See you guys soon.